So now just pick a note and then start to hear what comes next after that note. Essentially start singing the melodies in your head. So if we start on the third of the G, hey all, welcome back to the channel. So today I just want to talk about something that I've been practicing lately, and that is playing music or improvising without actually thinking about any scales or licks or lines that I already know. Now this is something that I struggle with, and I'm trying really hard to improve and get better at improvisation. So whenever you watch interviews of great improvisers, or the real masters of improvisation, you always hear them say, play what you hear and leave the rest, which essentially means like whatever you hear in your head, just play that and forget about scales and licks and all of that, which is a pretty great advice, but it's not that simple to achieve. So I've been trying to fix that, and this is essentially my approach to work on my improvisation, and hopefully this helps you out. And by default, as a guitar players, because we have been so accustomed to, or we have been practicing that same pentatonic box over and over again, or those same licks, it gets really hard to break out of this box, or whatever we are used to. It's essentially muscle memory that always kicks in. At least it kicks in for me. So to help with that, or to get better at improvisation and to play what's in my head, this is what I've been trying. So I've got this basic loop going from G to C. So now we know the key center is G, and here's like the step-by-step approach of how you can stop or forget thinking about scales and licks. So first thing is to know the fretboard. So start by identifying the key center. So our G across this fretboard. If you're new to this, just pick a shape. Just identify the key center of, identify the root node of the key center. So in this case, that's G. The next thing you can do is essentially try to memorize or map out the chord tones of the G chord. So the third, the root, the fifth, and then you can do this the same. You can map them out like. These are essentially triads. So once you got all of this covered, now here comes the fun part. Just pick a random note. When I say random, essentially from the notes that you practiced, because we are in the key of E, we are in the key of G, so we can do root, third, and 5 just to be safe. And then just have fun with it. Don't think about scales or licks. Just think about what's in your head, or try to make melodies and start slow. So if I have to do this just on one string, this is how it'll sound. Let's start with the third. Now, even if it's just three notes, trust me, it'll sound way better than any scale runs or any random licks, because it'll be meaningful, it'll be musical, it'll be expressive. There's a meaning behind the solo or whatever you're playing, because you're actually hearing something that's in your head. So, yeah, that's that. So, pick a song or a loop. Feel free to create a backing track. I also did a video on creating backing tracks, so feel free to check it out if you're interested. The second step is essentially practice the chord tones all over the neck. Try to learn the root, the third, and the fifth at least, and get familiar with that across the neck or at a particular position. And then just play what you hear, because you already know what notes belong in that key. So start there, and then start thinking about some melodies in your head, whatever you can think of, and then just start playing those without actually thinking about, oh, am I supposed to play a G mixolydian over this or a G minor? Just think about something that's there in your head already, and try to play that. So here's another thing: you'll only play what you listen to. So if you think that your solos don't sound good, or you're not coming up with more melodic stuff, then the real question to ask is if you're listening enough, if you're actively listening to enough music, if you're transcribing solos, because that will essentially increase your vocabulary. Because if the stuff in your head is limited, which is true in my case, then no licks or scale run or the pentatonic box can help you get better improvisation. At least that's what I found true, because I was not listening to enough music. I was mostly practicing scales, learning more about jazz theory instead of playing music. So I would suggest or recommend start actively listening to music, start transcribing solos, and that will definitely help in your solo and in your improvisation journey. So yeah, I hope this helped. Make sure to like and subscribe if you got anything out of this, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.